It's August of 2026, and this Saturday, August 15th, will be the 45th anniversary of EWTN. Thought I would put together this quick little video to acknowledge the anniversary. That's the day Mother Angelica threw the switch and EWTN started broadcasting. While in Chicago for a speaking engagement, she made her first TV appearance on a local show. When she walked into the studio and saw how small it was, she said, "Lord, I gotta have one of these." When she returned to Birmingham, she started making some half-hour programs at a local TV station. Those programs were picked up by Pat Robertson's Christian Broadcast Network and Jim Bakker's Praise the Lord Christian Network. Then she had a disagreement with the local Birmingham network where she was using their studio. She told them she would no longer use their facilities, and they said, "Fine, where else will you go?" She replied, "I'll build my own studio." And with very little money and much prayer, she did just that. And so her statement that she would build her own network turned out to be a prophecy. And a crowd of neighbors gathered to see the installation of the first satellite dish. And since that time in 1981, a lot has changed. And now in 2026, the network is still a very successful operation. Now, with the passage of time, let's see how some things have changed. The chapel doesn't have yellow tinted windows anymore. Nowadays, the windows have changed, and the Blessed Sacrament is displayed more prominently. Back in the 1980s, a benefactor provided the cloister with their own swimming pool. That's gone now. And you won't see Mother Angelica running around with a movie camera or out on the property talking to visitors. Those days are over. In the 1990s, you could find Mother Angelica selling things like foam kneelers on her TV program and getting large candy bars from visitors. Then there were the reported miracles on the Irondale property, such as this ray of light coming from the satellite dish the day it was installed in 1981. Then there was this stone crucifix that Mother said spoke to her. The crucifix was salvaged from a church up north that was being torn down. So Mother had it sent to Irondale. When the crucifix arrived in Irondale and was unpacked, Mother kissed Jesus on the face, and he said to her, "Now I'm home." The most widely known miracle to take place on the Irondale property took place on January 28th, 1998, when at approximately 8:30 p.m., Mother Angelica was healed. When I came into the studio that night, Julia Tucker came over to me. She said Sister Grace Marie, who usually took the photos at the TV show, wasn't available that night. And that Mother Angelica wanted a photo taking of her and Father Carapi on the set of the show. Could I do that? So I said sure. So at about 7:30 p.m. Central, when they take a little break halfway through the telecast, I walked forward and snapped this picture of Father Carapi and Mother Angelica. Of course, none of us could know what was going to happen an hour after I snapped this photo. Mother Angelica was healed after being crippled for over 40 years. She had been praying the rosary with a woman from Italy, seen here, the second from the left. The woman had an alleged apparition of the Virgin Mary, and Mother was healed. Up to then, Mother had needed 2 metal leg braces and 2 canes in order to walk around, and now she didn't. The next night, she appeared live on Life on the Rock and told the world what had happened to her. And I snapped this photo at the end of that program. So some extraordinary times have taken place on the Irondale, Alabama property of EWTN. And let's hope there are more to come.